Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I'm talking about this week's new comics. This is week 22 of 2019, and these are comics that came out on Wednesday, May 29th, 2019. There's a lot of comics on my poll that came out this week. A couple of one-shots, some special thick issues from DC Comics. We have the Dog Days of Summer. That's the main one. It's what you need. We've got Beast Boy there on the cover, sunbathing using Wonder Woman's shield to even out that tan there. Does he tan? His skin is green. How does that? That's the same color as plants that absorb sunlight very, very well. I don't know. Anyway, that's one of the 80-page giant issues this week that I picked up, and I also got, where is it? Superman Leviathan Rising. The epic struggle to control the DC universe begins here. So I definitely need to catch up on Superman so I can dive right into that. I think I'm only like a couple issues behind. Like maybe one or two issues of Superman and like one issue of Action Comics that I need to read to get caught up to get into that. So yeah, those were the big books this week. But we also had, and I don't know if this book is, I've just got everything scattered all over everywhere. Batman Last Night on Earth, Book 1. And this is another DC Black Label comic. The second one after Batman Damned. And this is not a $9.99 book. It's $5.99, so it's a little bit better than the other ones, but it has this this premium feel to it. I like it a lot, and I picked up both covers of that, and both covers are really, really cool. Both are basically a silhouette of Batman, but one we also have. I guess I assume that's Joker, but it could be somebody else with that giant Cheshire Cat style smile in the background there. So I am really looking forward to this. Batman Damned 3 is coming soon, I think. And I think that's the final of the Damned books. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading this and whenever Damned number 3 comes out. That's all for this. No, just I'm trying to decide. There's I have everything just splayed out across the floor right now. Heroes in Crisis number 9 of 9. I haven't read number 8 yet, so this I feel like maybe I was subconsciously saving it since I knew there's just one more after that. Like that I could read both one after another. And that might be what I do right after recording this episode. Heroes in Crisis has been awesome, and I'm looking forward to see what happens in this final issue. Let's see. Let's finish up all of the DC stuff. We have Doomsday Clock number 10. I've talked about this before that I haven't read any of these yet. I could start reading them now that I did get caught up on Oz Effect and the Button. Which one came first? I think the Button was first, and then the Oz Effect, and then Doomsday Clock started. We've got the variant cover has a kid reading All-Star Comics number 3, but it's an alternate history version of it because we've got Dr. Manhattan there at the head of the table. Well, it's a round table, so there isn't a head of it, but you know what I mean. He's there at the table. He was somewhere at the table. Could be argued it's at the head of the table, or at the tail of the table or the side of the table, they're all the same positions. But as far as the camera's perspective go, I'd say it's the head. Anyway, I got both covers of that as I have for all of the Doomsday Clock issues so far. And like I said, I think it's maybe about time. I've waited this long. I could wait a little bit longer, a couple more months until all 12 are out. But then again, if I read the 10 so far, that's a whole bunch of books right off of my unread list, and that would help me feel a little bit better about having so many comics that I have, because I would have read more of them. Also from DC, let's see. Only two more from DC Comics. I've got annual Catwoman #1, or Catwoman annual #1. I'm not sure I knew that this was coming. I just automatically get the annual issues of the regular books I'm subscribed to. And the same is the case, or the Black Case book, with Batman Detective Comics annual #2. So I do not have annual #1, but I believe it's got to be in one of the hardcovers that I've gotten of Batman Detective Comics so far. Anyway, let's see. All right, so let's move on to Marvel Comics. I only got a handful of those, just 4 issues of stuff. X-23 #12. Another cool, just badass cover of her being cool and badass. We got Fantastic Four #10. This is part of the War of the Realms. Hopefully it's not too steeped in all of those activities that I won't be just totally lost reading this one, because I think I am caught up on Fantastic Four right now, because I feel like the last issue that I read, it said, up next, the War of the Realms, or something like that. And here we are now with the War of the Realms. This cover is super awesome. We've got all kinds of fire and smoke and flying things and a big tiger. I like it. The Hunted Part 6. Now I can just knock out this entire run now that it's concluded. It says the saga concludes. So I am set up for success right there. I just might do that. That and Doomsday Clock, that knocks out like 20 books right there. Actually, just the Doomsday Clock, it knocks out 20 from my unread list, because there's 10 and I have both covers of each, and I both have them in my database as it being unread. But there's a lot like that I have multiple copies of. So when I look at my list, so the app that I use, it is called, what is it called? I use CLZ Comics. There's also CLZ Games that I was using, but I stopped because I didn't get the paid version of it, and so the limit is 100 games, and just like including like a bunch of like games I got on sale and stuff like that. I ran out of space on there real quick, because I think I also put in, maybe I left off like Game Boy and stuff like that. But anyway, CLZ Games, or CLZ Comics, I like this app a lot, because you can, they also have a books version, like for regular books. I think they have a regular books version. They have one for movies and TV shows, and then, like I said, the one for video games. And you just add stuff into your library from this using the barcodes. And then if the barcodes don't work out very well, you can also manually search for them. And if there's missing artwork, you can add your own artwork to the thing on there. And it just works really well overall. And so, like I was saying, you can mark your books as read or unread as you read or unread. As you unread books, you can mark them as unread. But so you can search through comics or browse through comics in all the different ways, by imprint, by publisher, by collection. I don't know what collection status is. I haven't used that feature of it. Condition, you can do all different types of tags for them, your own specific tags. There's by genre, all that stuff. And is anything under crossover? Bruce Wayne Fugitive. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that it does that. Oh, awesome. Awesome. It can go by Dark Knight's Metal, like that, and then it shows all of the different books because all of the different titles are different. Um, Especially for that one. That's pretty cool. You got the crossover stuff going there. But I recommend it. Check it out. If you do just the free version, it's that same 100 item limit. But I forget. I think it's like $20 or something, and it's like a lifetime subscription sort of deal. And then it also like backs it up to a cloud service so that you can synchronize it between multiple devices and stuff like that. I recommend. I like it so far. It's the only mobile app that I've used for this, but I haven't had any reason to try anything else yet. And it would be a total pain to try something else because there's so many. It would be an arduous process to get everything logged back into there. But yeah. And then my recommendation is the trade paperbacks have been what have given me the most issues as far as how many issues are inside of each book. No, the most problems as far as the ISBN barcode not working, not pulling anything up from the library. But then when I search by just do a manual search, text search for the title, I was able to find pretty much everything in there except for like small run independent books that don't have an ISBN or anything like that anyway. But yeah, it works really well. I recommend it. So that brings us to X-Men Grand Design #1. I don't know anything about this, but I thought it just looked pretty cool with this variant cover of the ladies there just staring daggers into is that baby Cable? He's got one glowing eye. I think that's Cable. One of them is Jean Grey, I think. The other one, I don't know who the other one is. I don't know all the X-Men from their different costumes and stuff. But I thought it looked cool. It's a #1. I should be able to just jump right into reading it without knowing very much about what's going on. I hope. So that's all that I got for Marvel books. Only 4 Marvel books this week. Now I'll just go through in the order that they're laying on the floor here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 94. City at War Part 2. Like I said, I started getting this in with issue number 93. Seems like a pretty good place to start. I have not yet started at that place though. And then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends number 13. We've got Shredder there on the cover. And who is he behind? I can't remember because in this run the Turtles, they don't have different all of their bandanas are red, if they even have the bandanas, but they have other differences like I think Donnie is the one who's a cyborg, stuff like that, and one of them has an eye patch, but I don't remember which one. If I had to guess, it would be Raphael, because I also don't see his weapons in this cover. But Shredder's there, right behind him. Look out, Turtle. Yeah, I should get caught. I've fallen behind a few issues on Urban Legends there, but that's another one that would be fun to get caught back up on. Blossom 666 number 4. I really like the first two issues. I still haven't read issue number 3, but we've got this cool cover of Cheryl with her like evil twin, and they're about to choke each other, or maybe they're about to do something. I don't know, but all of these Archie horror books have been super cool, and that reminds me, I need to watch Sabrina season 2. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, that is, not the old CW show. I guess it was the WB, or is it UPN? Whatever it was when it first started. Was it on ABC? I don't remember. I'm not sure. I feel like it was on the WB, but I could be completely wrong about that. Mystery Science Theater 3000, the comic number 6. I've talked about this series of books before. It's really interesting what they're doing here. I don't know if this is ongoing or not, or if this is the final book in there. There's nothing indicating on the cover if this is the last one or not. If it does keep on going, that is very cool. And I'll continue to read them, because we've got the riffing on actual comics, which is such a cool, funny idea. Especially because of Crow's character, the character that he is. It's they just put Crow's head onto a leading man's body, because a big like muscular guy, not like super muscular, but you know like I want to say Gene Kelly type. Gene Kelly had like broad shoulders, right? I don't know, whatever. And then we have Stranger Things 6, number 1 of 4, came out this week. Who was 6 or what? I mean, 6 is one of the other subjects of the experience that 11 was able to escape. So this is more backstory type stuff. I'm excited for it. Stranger Things season 3 is coming real soon. I'm wondering, depending on the release schedule for this comic, it's going to keep on going. Season 3 comes out before this comic would be finished, so that's kind of interesting. Maybe there's a reason for that. And then an independent comic called She Said Destroy. I don't remember a whole lot about this. Just that it looked pretty cool from the description that I saw. And flipping through it real quick, I really like the colors and of the artwork. It's a nice palette. It has its own look to it. It's kind of like a pastel color palette type thing. But yeah, I don't remember. Let's see on the back here. Over millennia, Brigid, goddess of the sun. Oh, my foot is falling asleep. Gotta get through this. Or move very slowly. The pins and needles. Oh boy. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. Here's the back cover from She Said Destroy. The artists listed on the cover are Corallo, Kangas, Nalty, and Ujimori. That's Joe Corallo, the writer, artist Liana Kangas, colorist Rebecca Nalty, and letterer Melanie Ujimori. So I'm not. This is from Vault Comics. She Said Destroy. The back cover, it says, over millennia, Brigid, goddess of the sun, has conquered and converted the entire solar system into worshipping her and her alone, save one space colony. The witches of Fae are the last believers of the Morrigan, goddess of death, Brigid's sister and the only other god left. As Brigid's forces prepare for one final battle, the Morrigan prepares to do what she does best. Destroy. Very interesting. I might read this first, especially since it's at the top of my stack now as I organized everything as I went through it for this episode. Um, lots of really exciting stuff to get to this week. And a lot of stuff I gotta go back and read to be able to get to all this new stuff this week. Um, yeah, I definitely need to read at least something in the next couple of days. Especially because this weekend is Denver Pop Culture Con, formerly known as the Denver Comic Con, and I'm going at least one of the days. I have a weekend pass, so maybe I will go all 3 days or part of all 3 days. Saturday is the day that I'm questioning if I'll go, just because the NXT Takeover 25 is on Saturday, and I want to watch that as it airs, because I have a feeling we're going to see at least a couple of new champions. We're definitely seeing new tag team champions, and we might see a couple other championships change hands as well. But I'll talk about that more in the NXT and NXT UK episode that'll be coming up later today. But yeah, I gotta read a little bit more, so I have some more stuff to talk about with people, more current stuff. I'm not just talking about the Mother is Coming Foxtrot compilation to everybody. That's the last complete. That's not the last thing that I read, but I feel like it's the thing that I can talk about the most out of everything. I think it was the only actual comic book that I referenced when talking to people at the Anchorage at the Arctic Comic Con. But anyway, Last Night on Earth. That's going to be really good. Maybe I'll start with that. No, I'll start with She Said Destroy. Anyway, let me know what you thought about all these comics, if you picked up any of these this week. And if you picked up other comics, there are so many Marvel comics especially that I do not get week to week. And it looked like a lot of them are pretty cool this week. There's the Thor variant cover. I really like the Thor variant cover. I almost picked it up, but I've remembered I'm probably getting way too many comics this week already, so I'll hold off on that one. So it was only the Grand Design or whatever the X-Men comic. That's the only one that I did not already have on my poll that I picked up this week. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this week's comics, which comics you're looking forward to next week, by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links to friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. And I'll be back real soon with more here on TIW Podcast. Stay safe out there in all of the infinite multiverses, and I'll see you next time. Bye.